Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Sri Nagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about, is it okay to eat raw food if my working shift is during night, like I am on night duty on some office, or I am a student who is working for during night and preparing for my exams, or if you are working as a guard, or if you are working in a night store, or if you are working in a place which works at night. And because I am working during night, you know, any official job or any kind of job, if you are doing at night, or if you are studying, or if you are creating some program, or if you are a computer engineer or software engineer, or your desk job like you are doing but at night, or if you are a teacher, you are preparing notes at night, or anybody who is preparing for entrance exam or anything, if your job is to awake at night. So, is it okay to eat raw food if I have such lifestyle? So, let us see what Ayurveda has to say about it. In Ayurveda, it has been mentioned that the food and the grains and vegetables that you are eating, it should be cooked. But what to do if my job is at night, and because we are late at night while after working and there is no time to cook, and then what we do, we just eat raw vegetables at night, or raw food at night, raw fruits at night. So, is it good for my health? In Ayurveda, there is a lot of importance has been given to digestive fire and the natural fire, that is sun, and the actual fire which we burn with wood, or any kind of fire, that is, you know, which is we use for cooking. In Ayurveda, it is also known as Agni Sanskar. That means the raw food, when it has been cooked with fire, it acquire the properties of fire, and such kind of food becomes light to digest. Now the question comes, a lot of these days literature is there, raw food has more nutrients, raw food has more minerals, raw food has more nutrients, no, raw food is more beneficial for health, and after cooking all the nutrients get lost, so we should not cook food. But in Ayurveda, it's been said it is very important to cook food. Every person has their own perspective, every field has their own perspective, but in Ayurveda, if you ask about Ayurveda, what Ayurveda recommends, it recommends that your digestive fire should be balanced, and according to Ayurveda principle, it is very important the food should be properly cooked and it should be consumed within 2-3 hours of cooking. This kind of food get easily digest once you make the food in contact with fire, like the process is going through fire, that is called cooking. If you go with the principle of nature also, natural principle, because the people ask like monkeys don't eat cooked food, all the animals eat raw and they are very strong and they are very healthy. One thing is, the cow, these monkeys, they have their own intestine system, they have their own digestive fire, and their needs from the body, from the world are different. They are not staying in homes, they are not sleeping in beds, they are not taking any medicines, they don't think like us, they don't talk like us, they don't do things like us. Yes, it is true, they are strong and they are dependent on nature, and they don't know how to cook food, and they are just eating raw food and it is good for them. Maybe they have very good digestive fire, but when it comes to humans, every person has different digestive fire. If you among those person, that human who has very good Pitta Prakriti, very good digestive fire, that whenever you eat raw, it will get very well digested and you feel like it is very good for you. But if the person is Vata body type, he tries raw food, he tries like, okay, if I will eat raw for better health, because moralistically everybody is saying raw food is better. So, you will see, but his stomach is upset. Whenever a Vata person eat excess of raw food, he cause gas, and he start losing weight, and he feel burps, and he feels bloating. These kind of problems are happening because your digestive fire is not sufficient to digest raw food, especially if you are in some kind of night job. If you are awake at night, and for some reason if you have to eat late dinners, one thing, the dinner should be light, it should contain more liquid, and it should always be cooked. If you are eating raw, let's suppose many people do this thing at night job, they don't have time to cook, so they pick up bananas from the market and they eat 5-6 bananas, and they are just staying like this every day. They are eating bananas because bananas are healthy, one thing, and you need not to cook bananas, you just eat just like this raw or any other fruit you are eating. But after eventually, once they keep doing it, if you are Pitta body type, maybe in very later time, but if you are Vata body type or Kapha body type, you will develop the problem of sinusitis, cough, mucus. We doing the same routine in 6 hours or 1 year. Many times people come to me and they say like, this is sinusitis we have developed, or mucus problem we have, and this problem is for 2-3 years. I don't know the reason. What is the reason? My type of job is like this. At night I need to work, and I sleep during day, but at night I need to work, and this is how I am doing. So, I always suggest one thing: during day when you sleep, the kapha level is rise, the mucus level is rise. This is one thing. But if you can't change it, at least you start eating cooked food. At night, that person was eating bananas, 5-6 bananas they were eating, hoping like it is very healthy, it is good for us. But actually that banana is kapha enhancing at night, especially any fruit after sunset. If you are eating, it is kapha enhancing, except for those fruits which have pakravaras, that means which are considered are fully ripe, and that's too, you should be eaten before cooked food. Any fruit should be eaten before cooked food, not cooked food should not be replaced by any fruit according to Ayurveda. The best thing in these cases, you should make some balance, like whenever, as you just observe the sun in nature. You know, in the morning sun is less, then in the afternoon it's too much, and then in the evening again it will become less. So, evening dinner should be light, it should not be very strong, and late night dinners, especially if 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock if you are eating, then these dinners should not contain heavy meals or meat diet, because it will not get digested well, because as sun goes down, our digestive fire also goes down. That is very, very important. So, once you are having your dinner by 6 or 7 o'clock, make sure that dinner contain balanced food. You eat raw, it is not you don't eat raw in terms of fruits you can eat, salads you can eat. In the evening, take those fruits which are pakoras, that means which are more sweeter, like mango, lychee, like which takes a lot of time to get ripe, papaya. These kind of fruits you can take in the evening also. But oranges or any citrus fruits, if you are taking, you can take between 10 to 11 or in the morning also, because once the sun will rise, your digestive fire will rise, and those fruits, even if citrus fruits you are taking, these will get digested. And if it's super citrus fruit, then you take it in afternoon. This way if you are taking, then it will well suit to your body. And in the evening, at night shift if you are doing, you should avoid all the raw food, you should always prefer cooked food. You slightly do this change and you will see a lot of health benefits in your IBS problems, in a lot of digestive issues, burps, constipation issues. All these problems will vanish just by doing this, that in the evening if you are eating for some reason food, have cooked food. And cooked food, when I am saying, that does not mean you go and have some packed pizza, canned food, packed food, tinned food. No, cooked food means freshly cooked food. Definitely from canned, packed, tinned food, it's better that you eat fruits, but even fruits, if causing mucus, sinusitis, these kind of problems, and if you are having night studies, then take soups. vegetable soups. These kind of food will make your stomach very light, and you will be able to focus on your studies, and you will be able to study well, and you will be able to do your job well. And in the morning when you go after your night shift to sleep, you will be able to sleep, and once you get up at 10, or like whenever your job shift is like 9, 10, 11, whenever you get up, do some exercise and take proper first fruits and then something cooked, and then big meals, and then in the afternoon you can take something at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Then at dinner, like once you go for your night job or dinner, then take very light meals and avoid fruits, about salads in very light dinners. You take only the cooked soups, like watery vegetables. This kind of food will be more beneficial for you, because at night, if you see nature also, many people say like, okay, we don't need sun, we don't need fire because artificial, but if you see, sun is also form of fire, and nature also make your fruit ripe slowly. Actually, nature is also ripening it with fire, with giving its natural properties. If you eat some raw apple or raw any fruit, it will cause stomach pain. It's natural. Even if you see monkeys, they also don't eat raw food, they also eat fully ripe fruit. But these days, as we are living in cities, we are not blessed to get these kind of fruits. So fruits and grains you should eat in always balance. First have fruits and then take grains. Don't take grains first and then fruits, because then fruit will not work in favor of you, it works against you, because fruit digestion time is much earlier than grain digestion time. Grain digestion time will take 4.5 hours to vacate your stomach and everything, but fruits get digested in 2.5 hours. So whenever you are eating fruits, try to eat fruits earlier than grains, not like grains first and then fruits. If you have very good digestive fire, for now it will not make much difference if you are in best of your health. But if you are struggling with health issues, or if you have stomach issues, and if you are doing this mistake, then first take fruits, then any grain or cooked meal. So that's all about today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. Please click the bell icon, hit the subscription button so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. You can click this join button and you can support us. Those of you who want Ayurveda consultations, please write to me on this given email ID and I will let you know how we can schedule it. If you have any questions, please write down those questions in the comment section and I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. So with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.